Welcome back, everybody. Today we're here to talk about The Walking Dead World Beyond episode 4 and 5. This is going to be my review for those episodes. I was a little behind on The Walking Dead, so I'm catching up right now. But I think after this video, after these two episodes, I should be caught up to The World Beyond. So like I said, this is going to be my review for those two episodes. So if you haven't seen the episodes, spoiler warning, obviously. And then also, if you are a fan of The Walking Dead, be sure to subscribe for more content like this. But yeah, let's get into the review. Alright, so this season is starting to pick up. The first couple episodes were pretty slow, which had me worried because this is the final season. So I was wondering like where it's headed. But these two episodes definitely picked up things. Things are moving along pretty quickly. In terms of episode 4, we saw some of the group back at the perimeter. Episode 3 ended off with Huck taking Hope to the perimeter, so we saw some reunions there, which was pretty cool. Obviously, there's also a lot of tension between the characters, such as Felix and Huck. I thought it was a pretty good Felix episode. There hasn't been too much going on with him this season, but this episode, we did get to see a lot of him, his reaction to Huck, because he and Huck had a good relationship in season 1, they were pretty good friends. And it was just those two for a while, so they did have a good bond, and then we saw, and then obviously Hawk betrayed the group and took Hope away because she was working with the CRM. And then in this episode we saw the aftermath of I guess the aftermath, but we saw Felix's reaction to it. So there was a couple cool character stuff in this episode. I like the stuff they did with Silas, that scene with him fighting the walkers. That was pretty cool. That whole little place that they have there, that was a pretty cool set piece, I guess. And I am interested in that place Silas is at. I like those characters. They are pretty interesting. Dennis, I'm wondering, I think this group will help out Silas and them fight the CRM, because some of them were talking about how they want to go to the CRM and they want to get training. So it looks like they're just stuck here because the CRM doesn't really want them to go to their community or whatever. So I think eventually this group might help out with Silas and them. We'll see. But yeah, this episode was really just character stuff because there wasn't too much going on. The group met up at, like I said, at the perimeter, and then by the end of the episode, they had left the perimeter. Honestly, I kind of wish they were staying at the perimeter a little longer. I know that sounds weird because I want things to keep moving, but the perimeter is an interesting place. I think they have a nice community built there. There's just something about it that's really cool. Maybe it's because it looks like a little town, like a real town, with the lights and everything like that. They have street lamps and stuff. I don't know. There's just something about the perimeter I do like. And then there's a couple other character stuff. So again, we saw Hope and Iris reunite. That was pretty cool. But there's characters like Elton and Percy who, they don't seem. I don't know. I just want more out of because they're main characters, but there's just not a lot happening there. And I don't know, there's something weird about The World Beyond where it's I don't know, it's this awkward situation where I don't know if they should focus on the characters or the story or, because it's only it's a 2-season thing, which is apparently supposed to give more backstory about the CRM and set up the Rick movies. But at the same time, they just spend so much time in season 1 really just focusing on character. Now in season 2, they need to move quickly, and then you sort of feel like some of the characters are being forgotten, right? There hasn't been too much, like I said, with Felix this season, or even Elton, or Silas has some pretty good stuff, but Percy, there hasn't been that much. So I don't know. You guys let me know what you think in the comments down below. Would you like to see more character stuff, or do you just want to see, world stuff? But anyway, so we saw at the end of episode 4 that the group left, so they're going to the CRM. They wanted to talk to Kublik, which we saw in episode 5. In episode 5, I guess now we're sort of segueing into episode 5. I really like this episode. It told us a lot about the CRM, and we learned so much about what really went down in Omaha and in the campus colony and stuff like that. And I'll get to that in just a second. But we also saw the group reunite with Silas. So that's what I meant. Like, things are moving pretty quickly, which I did like. And they asked him to help out, which he did. But we saw how what happened at the end of the episode, which we'll get to in just a second. But the thing I really liked about this episode was like how much tension it had and like the build up for everything, right? Like, I love the scenes with Huck going through the stuff inside of her mother's office, like, Elizabeth's office. That was really intense. So this episode was teaching us a lot about the CRM, and we learned that a whole thing, like the walkers, like they were the ones who brought the walkers over to, I think, if I remember this correctly, I watched it a couple days ago, but basically the CRM wanted the campus colony to be potential like test subjects, I guess, and they're the ones who brought the walkers there. So yeah, I mean, that's pretty messed up because like they had so many people there. So yeah, what Elizabeth Kublik did, saying to take out the colony and the campus colony and stuff like that was pretty messed up, and I think some people are upset about that, within the CRM, because at the end there, well, Jadis came back, first of all, I should say that, and I'll get to that in just a second. But at the end, Jadis talked to Dr. Belshaw, and Jadis said that that she will be reporting to Jadis now, which is like, what happened to Elizabeth Kublik? Like, are people upset? Is she getting exposed for what she did? And maybe some other people who are part of the CRM, or I guess I should say the other people who are part of the CR. That's what they've been saying, Civic Republic. So the CRM, I guess, is like a part of the CR, which is like the main, thing, the Civic Republic. So I guess maybe there's some other people, some other higher ups who were upset at what Elizabeth Kublik did. So, I mean, I don't know though. I'm not sure exactly what is going on. I'm just sort of like thinking this might be the case. But you guys let me know in the comments down below. What do you think? But the point I'm trying to make here is that there was a lot of information that got that revealed to us in this episode. And then there was another test subject there who was actually Barca, I think. That one guy who, I mean, if you remember, like, I think I want to say like episode like 3 or 4 of season 1, like it was a long time ago. That one guy who was talking to Elizabeth, who was talking to Elizabeth Kublik after she had taken out the campus colony, and he was sort of questioning what she did and was sort of like upset about it. And Kublik told the soldiers to take him to the health and welfare center. I think that was him, Barca. So that's kind of crazy to think about, but that's what I mean. Like, Kublik is doing some questionable things which might get other people upset. And then we had Jadis come in and said, "You will be reporting to me from now on." So like, first of all, I gotta say it's awesome to see Jadis again. I wasn't really expecting that. I mean, I was, because we saw it in the trailer, but I mean, just in general, like when I was thinking about this show, I wasn't really expecting Jadis to be on it. So it's awesome that she's there. But I wonder if she got sent over from wherever she was, because I'm assuming the CRM, well, I keep wanting to say CRM, but I guess it's now the CR. I guess the CR has like, different communities and different civilizations and different like outposts and stuff like that. So I'm wondering if maybe Jadis got sent over from her place over to this place, because now maybe some of the higher ups wanted to talk to Elizabeth and sort of took her out. I don't know. You guys let me know what you think in the comments down below, but there does seem to be a lot of internal issues between the characters at the CR. So I liked also how the episode had a lot of tension, like I said, like especially towards the end where everything was sort of like coming down to a big moment, like with Silas trying to, sneak around the CRM. We also had like Dr. Bennett trying to find Huck. Huck was explaining things, or I mean, he wasn't trying to find Huck, he was trying to find Dr. Belshaw, but Huck interfered and she started explaining things to Dr. Bennett. Unfortunately, Silas got caught, which now has me worried. But what I was talking about earlier in the video, like if the group that Silas is with, like Dennis and them, if they want to like help out, maybe they'll help out. Like, since this group is going against the CRM, going to war with the CRM, maybe this group helps out. Maybe they help out Silas. We'll see. But overall, I really like this episode. I mean, we only have 5 more episodes this season, so things, it makes sense for it to be picking up. But yeah, I'm excited about it. You guys let me know in the comments down below, what do you think about this episode and this season in general. Definitely interested and hear your thoughts and opinions in the comments down below. But yeah, I'm gonna wrap it up there, so hopefully you guys did enjoy. If you did, be sure to leave a like rating, and for more Walking Dead videos like this, be sure to subscribe. And as always, thanks for watching, please take care, and I'll see you guys soon.